So inshallah we're going to start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we will do ayat number 185 of Surah Al-Baqarah today. Part of the ayat we have done. This ayat is about, the beginning of the ayat is about the month of Ramadan. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Shahru Ramadan allazi unzila fihi al-Quran. The month of Ramadan is the one in which Quran was revealed. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that the fasting has been made obligatory in this month with the permission for two kinds of people. If they are sick or if they are traveling, then they can postpone the fasting until after month of Ramadan, and then they can make it up. So we stopped at that point. The ayat now continues by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminding something about the fasting. So we'll just do a simple translation first, and then we'll do the breakdown. So, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Yuridullahu. Yuridullahu means Allah intends. It's from the irada. Irada means to make intention. So it is the intention of Allah, it is the irada of Allah. Bikumul yusra, that for you He wants ease. He wants easiness for you. Wala yuridu, and He does not intend, He does not want bikumul usra, for you the hardship. So yusra and usra are just the opposite words. Yusra means ease, usra means difficulty, hardship. So Allah wants ease for you, and la means not. He doesn't want hardship for you. Okay, it's saying the same thing twice with the emphasis. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, because He has given you the permission, so you can delay your fasting if you are traveling or if you are sick. So then what you should do in return to after you have taken, He has granted you the permission, and also He has made it easy for you, وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةِ, so that you complete the count. Iddat is the counting. So whatever number you missed, you count and make it up. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ, and so that you can magnify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Means you can mention His glory. You can do His takbir. Okay, so that's what it is. Why? Allah ma hadakum, upon that Allah or He has guided you. For what He has guided you, you should be glorifying Him, you should be doing takbir. So takbir means magnify, mention the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He has guided you. Okay? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ, and so that you may be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you might be grateful or thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So with that, we'll go and try to understand the words of the ayat. Okay? So the ayat starts with yuridu. So the word that starts, ra, waw, and dal. These are the root letters for these words. Okay? And these are three letters. So they belong to the group of the words we call fa'ala. Okay? And we make a bigger word by adding alif, which is af'ala. You put an alif there with the fatha, af'ala. So this will become alif, ra, waw, and ka. Okay. So this waw, because it has a fatha, it is written as arada. And arada means to intend. To make intention. The word irada that we use, or arada, is intending, making intention about something. So arada is the original verb. That means to intend. to make an intention about doing something. Arada. Okay? And if I put a ya in the beginning, it will become yuridu. Yuridu is a present tense, and the meaning is that he intends. Yuridu means he intends or he makes intention. It's a present tense. When you put a ya in the beginning, yaf'alu is the present tense. So yuridu, he intends. Okay. Now, right after this word, actually the word is Allahu. So we don't have to translate he. The translation will be Allah intends. It is the intention of Allah. Okay. Allah wants it this way. So yuridullahu means Allah intends. Yuridullahu, it is Allah's irada, it's Allah's intention. Okay, what is his intention? What is his irada? The next word is bikum, okay, which is made of two parts, bi and kum. Kum means you, all. Okay. All of you is kum. Bi with a kasra will be translated as for. Okay. So bikum means for you or with you. Okay. So he intends for you. His intention for you. Okay. Now the next word is ya, sin and ra. Yasara. Yasara means to make easy. To make something easy. Some qaidas, they are named as Yassarna al-Quran. If you have seen those things, making the Quran easy. When you in the beginning you start reading the Quran, they make it easy for you. So Yasara is the word to make it easy. Okay? And Yasrun means easiness or easy. Something which is easy is Yasrun. Or Yusrun actually. Yusrun means easy. It's a noun. Okay? And if we put al before that, al means the. Something that has been made easy. The easiness. Okay? And when we put al, the last letters to the must changes into one, it becomes al yusru. Al yusru. So the word is al yusru. Okay? And this is a noun. That means something that has been made easy for you. Now, this is a noun, and the word before that is yurido. He intends. Okay? So when the noun comes after the verb, then this dhamma changes into a fataha. That's the reason it's yusra. Okay? Yusra means easy. So Allah intends for you easiness. Ease actually. Okay? So it will be ease. Ease means easiness. Something that has been made easy. Okay? So, because if you are sick or if you are traveling, Allah doesn't want you to keep fasting. He wants to make it easy. He wants to give you a break. Okay, so that is what this is pointing to. He's making his intention is to make things easy for you. Don't make it hard for you. Okay? So that is what it is. Now, if you notice that after this, Vav means and La means not. And the same word is repeating here, yuridu. So La yuridu means he does not intend. Okay? Wala yuridu, and he does not intend, because it's now a negative statement. Words are same. So it will be and he does not intend. La yuridu, he does not intend. Okay, again the word is same. Bikum, bikum is for you. Now the other word is Ain, Seen and Ra. Okay. This word is the opposite of this word, Ya, Seen and Ra. This means to make easy. This means to make hard. Okay, so this is to make hard. Asara and the Yasara, that is just the opposite of each other. Yasara means to make something easy. Asara to make something hard. Okay? So the same way we will make Usrun from here. Usrun means hardship. Okay? So this means hardship. And then same thing, you put al before that. So this will become al usru. Okay? And the meaning will be the hardship. And just like before, when usru changed to usra because of the yuridu, usru will change to usra because the same word is here. So that's the reason. Originally it was usru, now it is usra. Meaning does not change, but because the noun comes after the verb, its sound changes. Meaning is this hardship. So he does not intend, Allah does not intend for you any hardship. He wants to make sure it is easy for you. Don't fast if you are sick or you're traveling. But He wants to make it easy for you. So, means that for you, hardship. Okay. Then after that, we'll learn the word. These three letters, Kaf, Mim and Lam, are the starting letters. Okay. These are three letters, so they belong to the group we call Fa'ala. Okay. And we'll do the same thing. We'll add an alif in the beginning. Af'ala. So this will become Akmala. Akmala means to complete something. Which is Mukammal or Takmil means completion. So these are the root letters. So Akmala means to complete. Okay. Akmala means to complete something. And now we know that if you put a ta in the beginning and wuna at the end, tukmiluna, and keep these three letters. Tukmiluna means you complete. Taf'aluna means you do. Okay. Taf'aluna, when we have fa'ala, we put ta in the beginning and guna at the end. It becomes the meaning of you do or you are doing. So ta and guna bring the meaning of you and plural, present tense. So the word is takmiluna. Takmiluna means you complete. Okay. So this word can be written as takmiluna. Takmiluna means you complete. This is just a statement, like you are completing or you will complete or you complete. Okay. Takmiluna. Now we are going to make some changes here and bring a different meaning here. Okay. And this is what a sentence is modified in English. For example, if you say in English, I went to store so that I can buy something. I went to store so that. So my purpose is being defined by saying so that. I went to a store so that I can buy something. So I brought the meaning of, I brought the word can in there, or I might buy something, and I brought this so that in there. So you do something, the purpose of going to a store was to buy something. But the way I phrased it, I went to a store so that I might or I can buy something. Okay? So this is what the concept here. In English, we put so that and we put might or can. What we do in Arabic to bring the same concept? What we do, we put a lam with a kasra here. Okay? This lam with a kasra means so that. So meaning of this is so that. Okay. Now the other thing we do is if we remove this noon at the end, this brings the meaning of might. So now the meaning will be you might or may complete. Okay. So in Arabic, that is how we bring the concept of like so that in English, and might or may or can. Okay. So what we do for so that, we put a li in the beginning and then we remove noon at the end. Okay. And we just write an alif with a zero with a little circle on it, which means do not connect this word with anything else. Just stop there. So it becomes lituk milu. Okay. So that is the word in the Quran. So, wa means and, which is separate. Tukmilu, so that you may complete. So that you may complete or you might complete. Why? Allah says, we made, His intention is to make it easy for you so that don't fast now, fast after the month of Ramadan for the missing fasts. Okay, so that is the purpose of this, so that you may complete. So that you may complete total 29 or 30 days by making up missing days afterwards. Okay, so if you miss 10 days in the Ramadan because you are traveling or you are sick, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we are making it easy for you so that Purpose of making easy is what? So that you might complete the count. So that is the this is bringing the meaning of litukmilu, so that you may or might complete. Okay. So wa means and litukmilu means so that you might complete. Okay. So what you might complete? Okay. Iddat. So let's look at this word. Okay. So the word starts with ayn, dal and dal. Adada. Adada means to count. We use this word all the time. Adad is a count. Okay. So adada means to count. Okay. And iddatun means count, like number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Iddatun means count. So the word iddatun means count, like 5 is a count, 20 is a count. Okay, so that's a count. So that is what? Number. Iddatun means number. Okay. And when you put al before that, al means the. Okay. Al means the. And when you put al, you just remove one dhamma. So it becomes al-iddatu. Al-iddatu means the count. The count means if you miss 5, 5 is the count. If you miss 2 days of Ramadan, 2 is the count. Okay? Al-iddatu. Okay? Now again, this is a noun which is coming after the verb here. So as a standard rule, this dhamma changes to a fataha. So the word becomes al-iddata. Meaning is still same. Al-iddata means the count of the fast which you missed. Or you make up the count. If the count is 30 days or 29 days, then you complete the count of 30 or 29 by making up what was missed. Okay? So 30 days, your fasting is 30 days or 29 days, including the count that you missed, which you make up now. That's what it is completing. So the meaning is that the count. Okay. So that is the purpose of Allah, intention of Allah, to make easy for you, so you still can be rewarded for the 29 days of Ramadan, even though you are fasting some days afterwards. But He wants to give you the reward of the 30 days or 29 days. So even though you're not fasting in the month of Ramadan, remaining days, but He wants you to complete the count, so He makes it easy for you and you can get all the reward. Okay, so that is the explanation so far. Okay. Then after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلِتُكَبِّرُونَ. Okay. So the word starts with kaf, ba and ra. Okay. Kabara is the word that we use, say Allahu Akbar and Kabir, they are from the same root letters. Okay. So these are 3 letters. They belong to the group Fa'ala. So we make another word by this time adding a shut down the middle letter. Fa'ala. When we do that, this word becomes kabbara. Put a shut down the middle letter. Okay? Kabbara. The meaning of this kabbara is to magnify, glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do his takbir. Takbir means to say Allahu Akbar. So takbir is to say the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the meaning of kabbara. Kabbara means to magnify. Magnify means say the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Say that He is great, He is Akbar, He is Kabir. Okay? That is takbir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Magnifying means glorifying and saying He is high, He is great. That's takbir. So, but the root letters are kabbara. Okay? And again, we just learned that if we put a ta in the beginning and guna at the end, okay, and keep these letters in the middle, okay, so this becomes the meaning of you magnify. Magnify means saying He is great. Magnify means saying that He is Akbar. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Kabir, He is Akbar. Okay, that's the meaning of magnify means making Him big, giving Him the respect of Him being great. Okay, and this word is tukabbiruna. If we write down, so the sound will be tukabbiruna. You just write down these together. Tukabbiruna means you magnify. You say He is Akbar, He is Kabir, He is great. Okay? That is the meaning of magnify. You magnify. Present tense. Okay? Tukabbiruna. Tukabbiruna. Okay. Now we will do the same thing. If I put a li before that and remove this noon, it will bring the meaning so that you might magnify. You might be able to say that He is great. Okay? The same thing that we did here. When we learned that, we can bring the meaning of so that by putting li before that and removing the noon, so it will be might magnify. Okay? You might be able to say, okay, that He is great. So that's the meaning. Walitukabbiru. Wa means and is separate thing, this wow. And li tukabbiru is this word, okay, without noon. The meaning is that you might be able to say that He is great. You might, or you can magnify. Okay. Okay. So now the word after that is Allah. So the statement will be you might magnify Allah. Okay. You may say He is great. Okay. You can admire anything, you can magnify anything, but here the word is Allah. So you say, literally this is, the meaning now becomes Allahu Akbar. That's what you're doing now, you're saying Allahu Akbar. Okay? So you might be able to say that Allah is great. Okay? Allahu Akbar. So you are saying Allahu Akbar. Doing his takbir, glorifying him by calling him, he is Kabir, he is Akbar. Now, why do you want to say that? Okay, because whenever you say you might do something, there should be a reason for that. Okay, just like we saw in the previous one, you complete fasting because you missed, and Allah wants to make it easy. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you might magnify him. Why? Then the next few words are explaining that. So let's look at that. Allah ma hadakum. Let's look at these words. Allah means upon. Allah means upon. Ma means what or that. Okay. Then the next three letters are Ha, Dal and Ya. Hada. Hada means to guide. Hidayat is from the same word, guidance. So Hada, Hada and Ya means to guide someone, to give guidance. Okay? And we know that if we put three fathas, Ha, Da and Ya, it becomes the fa'ala, to do something in the past. Fa'ala, he did. Hadaya means he guided. Third person, past tense. Okay. So we have three letters, fa and lam, means to do. We put three fathas, fa'ala, meaning is he did. So by putting three fathas brings the meaning of he and past tense. He did. So hadaya, we put three fathas, meaning is he guided. Okay. Now kum means you. Kum means you, all of you. Okay. Kum means you. If I write these two words together, I can write down like that. Ha, da, ya, kum. Okay. This little thing here is like a ya. This little sign here is like a ya, and the sound is the sound of alif because ya. So the word becomes hadayakum, which is, this is the way it's written in the Quran. He guided you. He guided you. He gave you guidance. So because he guided you, you should glorify him. You should say takbir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You should magnify him. You should mention his name with takbir. Why? Because he has guided you. Thankful, being thankful to him. Okay? So Allah means upon, or because that he guided you. So when you combine the program, pronounce, it is hadakum. Is that right? Hadakum. Okay, because you're combining dal with this alif, hadakum. He guided you. Okay. So because he guided you, you should be able to thank Allah by saying his takbir. And then after that is the word wala'alla. La'alla means maybe or perhaps. Maybe. La'alla means perhaps or maybe. And kum means you. La'allakum, maybe you. Wala'allakum, and maybe you. And maybe you, or might, you might. Or perhaps you. Okay. Then the next word is easy. Sharaka. Shakara, not sharaka. Shakara means to thank. Okay. Shakara, shukr from the same, thanks. Okay. And we know that if you put a ta in the beginning and guna at the end, this will become tashkuruna. Tashkuruna. This means you thank. Tashkuruna, like taf'aluna, taklimuna, just saying that. We put ta in the beginning and guna at the end, becomes you and present tense. So tashkuruna, you thank. Or you will think. Same thing, present or future, tashkuruna. So the meaning will be, wala'allakum tashkuruna. When you stop, you say tashkurun. So you might be able to thank Allah. Okay? So you glorify Him because He guided, and you should be able or might be able to. Maybe you will be thankful to Allah because He has made things easy for you. So, and He has guided you, so you should be able to thank Allah. So you might be thankful to Allah. La'allakum tashkurun. You may be able to thank Allah. Okay, so this is thank. You thank. Wala'allakum tashkurun. So you might be able to thank Him, or you might thank Him, or you thank Him. However you want to, combine it. But the whole thing is that la'allakum tashkurun. So you may be able to thank Allah because He has made things easy, giving you permission not to fast in the month of Ramadan. So this completes this ayat number 185 of fasting. There are few ayats after that which continue about the month of Ramadan. So inshallah we'll look into that next time.